Hello, everyone.
Hello!
And welcome to Sip and Sing.
With Blake and Mary Lane. We're coming to you from New York, y'all.
We're in New York. We made it.
We made
Not
it.
at the same time, but we did.
Not at the same time, but we are here.
Hope everyone is doing well and wonderful on this Wednesday.
Yes.
Wherever you are in the world.
Wherever you may be. By Wednesday, you'll be back in California.
I will.
And I'll
Where will
be
you
in Charleston, South Carolina, visiting a friend.
Charleston.
Charleston, yes.
Rhett Butler's people. Like that book.
Butler's people. I'm drinking a Moscow Mule and hoping to meet a Rhett Butler of my own.
We are drinking Moscow Mules. Where's mine? Cheers.
Cheers. And special shout out to our friends Darius and Casey for letting us use their apartment.
Yes.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Their beautiful apartment and bar.
So what did we do today?
We saw The Color Purple today.
And he didn't get kicked out of the theater, y'all.
No, I didn't.
He didn't get kicked out?
I didn't even scream out because I was choking. The tears were just coming so fast.
My mother was there with us, and she would pass me a tissue, and then I would pass Blake a tissue, and then she'd pass me a tissue, and I'd pass Blake a tissue, and it was just like
it was a constant, and then they just
an
ended
assembly
up on the
line
floor,
of tissues and
just a pile of
tears.
But the funny thing that happened, well, I'm not funny, amazing thing that happened.
Tell your story.
So I brought flowers to the theater to give to Heather Headley.
We established last week. What is she?
My personal Lord and Savior.
Yes.
So I bring flowers to the theater. We were gonna walk in. We were all walking in, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try to go to the stage door. And then when I tried the door, what I thought was the stage door didn't work. So I asked the house manager, where would I deliver flowers? And she's like, oh, stage door, big metal doors down the block. So I went to the big metal doors down the block, went down this long ass hallway.
Yep.
I was behind one of the players in the pit. He buzzed the door and opened it, and I was like, oh, it's like a buzz-in thing in my head, I'm thinking. And he just holds the gate open for me, like, come on.
Let you right in.
I was like, oh, I'm definitely not supposed to be here.
But what we have learned is that if you walk with a purpose, if you look like you know where you're going and you look like you're supposed to be there, no one's gonna bother you.
That's so
So
true.
no one bothered you.
I don't know what I was expecting, some ninja security guard to
always.
jump out
just
of
black suits
the
with
sky.
earpieces to descend.
Of course.
Take you directly to jail.
Right. Of course there was no one back there. So I open up the door of the stage door and I look up, and directly in front of me is Heather Headley sitting on the stairs talking with two other cast members. Literally open the door, Heather's face. I would have loved to have seen my face in that moment because I'm sure
I wasn't
made
there.
the most ridiculous face. But a security guard that's actually the stage door guy stands up and he's like, doesn't kick me out. He's just like, do you want me to take those? And I was like, oh yeah, sorry, because I probably just froze and had my mouth open. And he was like, I said to him, I was like, these are actually for her. And he was like, oh great. And so he just takes them out of my hands and puts them into hers. And she's like, you brought me flowers? And I was like, yes, I just wanted to say thank you for being you, and I just wanted to say thank you. These are for you. And she was like, oh my god, you brought me flowers. She kept saying it, you brought me flowers. Then she's like, can I give you a hug? And then I died.
Yes.
And then she hugged me, and I said, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was going to see you. I didn't mean to disturb you before a show. Have an amazing performance. And I went out the door, and
I'm going to correct you. You floated on a cloud out the door.
I did.
You floated away.
It was probably one of the greatest top experiences of my life, I would say. This moment was it was beyond magical, brilliant, perfect. Things like that just don't happen.
Only in New York.
Thanks, Shirley Ralph.
Oh, you're welcome.
And then, of course, the show wrecked us to death and back.
Us.
But yeah.
And my friend Kyle was in it. He played Harpo.
And he was amazing.
Fantastic.
The whole cast was amazing.
They're performing on the Tonys. He wouldn't tell me what, but he did tell me that it's going to shut the place down. So we cannot wait.
And he did say, because I was eavesdropping over this, obviously. He did say we will all be there.
We will all be there. Yes.
Which that means Heather.
That means Heather.
Back on the Tonys. Can they give her a special Tony Award for just showing up? Can they give her a special?
There used to be a Tony Award that was a special Tony Award for a replacement performance.
Yeah.
So, and every now and then, sometimes it exists and sometimes it doesn't, depending on whether or not there was an outstanding replacement performance.
Right.
So she can't be eligible this year because this was actually Jennifer's year to be eligible.
Totally.
Oh. technically, if she stays with the show long enough, she could be eligible for that replacement Tony next year.
Right, because they don't always give it out. They just randomly pick.
Exactly.
Not
Well,
randomly,
if there's
but
a
if there's a
year,
deserving performance.
yes. And usually when there are multiple deserving performances, because you have to have some sort of vote. If there aren't, I think they should still just give her a damn special Tony, because shit, y'all.
Oh, I mean...
Holy shit.
I started sobbing, like when she said, "You're not ugly. You're the grace of God if us ever see it."
my
I was
God.
like, just...
That one even made my mother go, mmm.
Oh.
And you know when my mother goes, mmm, that it's special. And
It was
y'all,
brilliant.
if you don't know what we're talking about when we're saying these song titles and we're talking about this show, do yourself a favor. Go on iTunes, buy both the original and the
Yeah,
revival
get 'em
cast
both.
recordings
Get 'em
of
both.
this show,
You
because
need 'em
they are
both.
both spectacular.
Yeah.
And just go to church.
Yeah.
Or if you don't go to church, just have a spiritual moment or just a brilliant artistic experience. I'm not
It's
speaking
all that.
English.
No, it's all that and more. We can't form complete sentences right now. We're too moved. I can't even speak. But we're gonna
shake
have
it.
another sip.
We're gonna shake it. We're gonna
Another
sip.
sip before we sing.
Mm.
Oh, I just downed that thing. Oh, hello.
That was a slurp.
Hello. All right.
Should we
sing?
sing?
Let's sing.
That's so pretty. New York. Grew up in a town that is famous as a place of movie scenes. Noise is always loud, there are sirens all around, and the streets are mean. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere, that's what they say.
It's true.
See my face in lights, so my name on marquees down on old Broadway. Even if it's not all it seems, I got a pocket full of dreams. Baby, I'm from New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York, New York. On the avenue, there ain't ever a curfew. Ladies work so hard. Such a melting pot on the corner selling rock. Preachers pray to God. And the gypsy cab takes me down from Harlem to the Brooklyn Bridge. Some will sleep tonight with a hunger for more than an empty fridge. I'm gonna make it by any means. I got a pocket full of dreams. Baby, I'm from New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York, New York. One hand in the air for the big city. Street lights, big dreams, all looking pretty. No place in the world that could compare. Put your lighters in the air. Everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York, New York.
New York.
New York.
That was fun.
And we sang all the lyrics right.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle,
It's
y'all.
a miracle provided by Darius's computer. It might be just out of frame. Oh, this thing.
They want an encore.
My phone does.
We might not have an encore in us, guys.
I think it's sip a lot, sing a little this week.
I think so. Sip a lot, sing a little. It's been
hard
that kind of day.
It's hard to sing after crying for so many hours.
That's exactly
Like,
what it
my
was.
throat
We
is
were
so tight.
We were emotionally destroyed.
Then we were given our lives were then taken away, and then we got them back.
Just in a shambles. In a shambles on a sterling silver platter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we came in and tried to sing.
It's all good. Well, I hope you all are having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And cheers. Thank you for tuning in to this very special Sip and Sing.
With Blake and Mary Lane from New York City.
Cheers.
Cheers. We will see you next week back in Los Angeles with a live show. We've missed you guys, so we can't wait to hear what you have to say. Comment below and don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, please subscribe. Bye.
Mwah.